expressed in this program by the host or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off of steel. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis. And breaking scoreboards, Simone of the Olympics. Defense and big business, the Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the 3 in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer.
DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Whichever platform you're viewing from, you can get in the chat. We will read your comments aloud, shout you out. It'll probably be a link in the chat. When you get to that part of the show, you can definitely hit the link, come up, speak your piece about whatever topic we on. Let us know let us know how you feel. Right. Follow us on IG, Instagram, baby. InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streamings, please follow us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the InDaStreetzSportz channel. Subscribe, like, share, follow. Once you get in there, look for Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Do the same. If you have other reviews, if you have teams, topics, just entities that you would like spotlighted when it comes to the world of sports, especially in Ohio, right? Or smaller communities where they don't get a lot of notoriety or visibility. Hit us up at InDaStreetzSportz, InDaStreetzSportz@gmail.com, or DeeTrynt@gmail.com. Y'all go to the website, InDaStreetzSportz.com, where you can get the latest articles. Keep up with us. We keep going to them, let you know we know what's going on. All right? It's a pleasure to be with you. And it is NBA all season time. All right? That's what we talk about. The latest updates and signings and trading and YouTube deals and just everything NBA right now when it comes to the offseason, right? We know Boston on the ship, maybe I believe he's got extended. Then they just re-signed their.
Bro, you cut off.
I left.
Yeah, you was breaking up. I was trying to tell you was breaking up and you cut off.
Oh snap! I wonder why I was echoing.
Yeah, you just got back in the Western.
I just got back. What was the last thing I said?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. This is how I usually work. DeeTrynt, Game Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, platforms, Facebook, YouTube, follow us on IG and InDaStreetzSportz at DeeTrynt. You feel me?
You sounding like a robot.
Nah, I sound like a robot. Damn, bro.
Man, you sounding like a robot, man.
That's what I'm like right now.
Robot.
Spot.
You said what?
Yo.
Sounding like a robot. Let me take this off real quick to see what them bars look like. Sounding like straight Robotnik. Yo, still can't hear you, bruh. That garage, man. Garage, man.
I had muted the mic. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Do I sound like a robot still?
Nope.
All right. Yeah, I was running this mic test over here with this and playing with these settings. All right. So do we sound cool now? What are we doing? All right.
Yeah, you
DeeTrynt,
cool
Game
now.
Changer Sports Talk. Appreciate y'all standing by through the technical difficulties. I'm trying to talk and share and get through whatever's going on. But we here for the NBA updates, right? And if you still stuck around this long, I appreciate you. We gonna get right to it in a second. I'll be having to get my share on, you know what I'm saying, bring people in. It's summertime, a couple days before the holiday, if that's what you still celebrate. A lot of us is different. It may not be our thing, our holiday just passed or whatnot. But it's still a good time to be able to get up with family and loved ones and people that you may not have been able to get up with in a while or all year. Oh my God, phone! This is so aggravating. And that's what it is, right? That's a beautiful thing. You will be able to do things with people that you haven't been able to do them with and enjoy doing it, right? Sunshine, you know, depending on where you're from, it's probably always chaotic. You always hearing this and that. So it's nice to pull out the grill, call the family up, see the kids run around the yard, play some cornhole, water slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, just kick it, man. Just enjoy a nice summer day in July. And it's always a great summer day in July when it's hot, right? Some people don't like it that hot. They want it just hot enough for me to be able to wear something nice and not be cold. You know what I'm saying? To some of us, that ain't hot. We like hot. I like hot. I get in a swimming pool, and when I get out, I can instantly dry. That's hot to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I want to feel that every day, all the time, but I'd rather take that over the snow. Okay? Not a fan of this snow thing. This is not my thing. I know I grew up here and I know I'm supposed to like it, but I do not. I am not gonna front with y'all. We is not gonna play these games like, oh my God, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. Okay. I don't like the snow no more. Give me the sunshine. Let me kick it. Let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's also heating up in the NBA. All right. And this is how it happens every year, right? Depending on who won the title and who made it to the game to fight for the title and how they got there and how their team is constructed and the different ways they went about constructing said team that eventually becomes the champion. That becomes now the blueprint for so many teams in the upcoming season. This is now when they feel like, okay, we need to either match this, offset this, or do it our way to a higher level. There's a lot of shuffling going on, a lot of philosophy changing going on. I mean, it's the league, right? So free agency hit, right? And a lot of people wanted to know, Okay, well, what are the champs gonna do, right? What do the champs do? Oh, the champs just go out and re-sign Derek White to a 5-year, $25.9 million deal. Don't ahead lock him up, right? He's 31, so he'll be playing with uh, Tatum and Brown for a long time because Jason Tatum got the biggest contract in NBA history when he signed for 5 years, $314 million. And then what's so crazy about that is I seen a post of somebody breaking down, and I don't know how accurate this is. This is, the internet is crazy, is a wonderful place, right? As well as it is a very unique place, right? And I seen it where the breakdown is, yeah, the NBA or Boston is giving him $62 million for a season, but his net income is the take home. He only taking home 25 million. So it's like, dang, is Boston giving out huge contracts? They know more than half of that money go back to the city, and I think that's one of the cities where the fans kind of own the team. So whatever tax breaks he get it all that go back into the city or whatnot. But so that's interesting, right? But now Boston is the only team in the league with two guys with $300+ million contracts, which is crazy because they still they still got pay Kristoff and all this other so it's wild to me. But that says they have to build that bench up. Now, who they win against, the Mavericks. Oh, they pulled a doozy. These said they did their Mavericks here. They signed Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. Yes, that Klay Thompson. Warriors, Big Three, part of the Splash Brothers, that guy. He's no longer a Warrior. He is now a Maverick. And now he plays alongside Kyrie Irving. And it's interesting because when it first broke a free agency about, Klay really not going back to the Warriors, it was talks about LeBron calling Klay immediately at midnight and, trying to recruit, or him calling Lakers brass and letting them know how much they wanted Klay, or however that worked, right? And I don't know how true or isn't true, but I do understand that Klay Thompson is the asset to have on your team. Guard, regardless of whatever injuries or whatnot, he is definitely an asset to have on your team. So, it didn't shock me LeBron would have wanted him on the squad, if LeBron gonna stay like that, right? But he went over there with Luka. I guess he figured between Luka and Kyrie, he probably gonna get about 15 open threes a game. Who else can shoot better than him over there? He walks in the door as the best shooter on the team. So as far as I'm concerned, listen, bruh. As far as I'm concerned, man, that was a seen a report today about the Boston Celtics for sale. So I seen a report about the Boston Celtics for sale too. And I thought it was real interesting how this played out. They paid everybody they wanted to pay. They got the ring. And because it's the 18th, now they can upsell because they're one of the most prestigious franchises in the league. And you're inheriting two players that are 26 and 27 in their primes. Oh man. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, Boston was okay for that. I ain't mad at them. Listen, the point of the hustle is to strike while the iron is hot. You're supposed to get the most money for the least amount of work. Um, that's how the hustle works. So I'm not shocked. Kudos to them. If they get somebody to buy it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be somebody overseas. But wouldn't it be nice if a group of our wealthy brothers and sisters put together a little investment group and buy that team? That would be gas. That would be fire. I'm in full support of that. All right. But yeah, so Boston made their moves. Now they're for sale. Uh, Dallas made their moves, and now Dallas is for sale. And Dallas is now in a good place, right? They traded Josh Green. They still got PJ Washington. You got Derek Lively and Gafford. As far as I'm concerned, they did they thank you, right? They did what they're supposed to do. Let's go to the big news, right? Though, because this is what everybody want to talk about, right? Philly, Philly, where I am from. Now again, Boston and the Mavericks were Eastern Conference, Western Conference champions, respectively. So respectively, I brought them into the fold first. And then now we can get to talk about the teams that will be chasing these guys, right? So free agency started off on fire. Paul George, it was talks of him going to the Clippers. Staying with the Clippers, or not really staying with the Clippers, but he may end up going to what was two for the Magic. Then it was another team in the fold. But then Philly was there, right? And when I realized that virtually Joel Embiid was the only person under contract, I said, Philly, okay. Tyrese Maxey, seeing him, okay. Now he up for a contract. They want to resign him. They need to get a wing to go with them, right? Tobias Harris is off a contract, which is great. I like Tobias. I just didn't like his situation in Philly. I'm always a fan of players maxing out their dollars. Get your money, bro. Get your money. However you need to do to get your money. It's the same token though. When you do things like take the money, you got to understand that when you do things like that and you don't produce, you know what I'm saying? Even if your team don't produce, if you don't produce, bruh, it's gonna be a knock on your game. It's gonna always be a knock on your game. So this is why some people defer from the money, because long term they don't want it to be a knock on their game. But Paul George goes to Philly. He pairs up with Tyrese Maxey. Philly just drafted Jared McClain in the draft. Now you got Embiid. They put another guy down there. They'll be set. All right. I ain't gonna do too much elaborating on each team. I'm just gonna go over the updates of who went where. Right. So we talked about Klay. Then James Harden. He goes back to the Clippers. 2 years, $70 million. There's been talk of Russell Westbrook, not Wilson, Russell Westbrook, being traded to the Denver Nuggets. I heard rumors about Nikola Jokic, pushing for Denver front office to go get Westbrook. Me personally, I think Russell Westbrook playing the point guard, allowing Jamal Murray to play the two, is ideal. I think Jamal Murray is more of a threat when he is the scorer and not the facilitator. I think it allows Jokic to do what he do at a more higher level. Westbrook will push the pace for that team, which will probably give Michael Porter Jr. more easy buckets and maybe Aaron Gordon more easy buckets, to be honest. Because Jokic and Murray can really get their own buckets. So if you get a point guard that can get Porter and Gordon buckets, then you back to a solid situation. So I like it there. The former two over there, Contavious Caldwell Pope, he goes to Orlando for 3 years and $66 million. You're going to pair him up with Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Jalen Suggs. I wonder if Jalen's going to go back to the true point guard at this point with them. We're going to see how that works, right? But that ain't nothing wrong with that, right? I like that for Contavious. He, everywhere he done went, he done at least won a ring or been a contender for a champion. Even when he started off in Detroit, he was still a solid two-way player. Not the best, but he was solid, so that's cool. The Thunder give Isaiah Hartenstein 3 years, $87 million. First off, Sam Presti just giving away money. He's just giving away money. You got to prove to me that Isaiah Hartenstein is worth more than $20 million a year. Okay? Because if he getting $20 million, if he getting $29 million a year, what do we have to pay Evan Mobley as a Cavs fan? What do we have to pay him if Isaiah Hartenstein getting almost $30 million a year? Like, we got to make this make sense, man. I don't know what they be on or what they be talking about or what these front office people be thinking. But listen, bruh, why is Isaiah Hartenstein getting $30 million a year? What is he doing? Is he like a walking double-double? I don't understand. Like, this ain't, it's not really registering how Isaiah Hartenstein, my boy was really good.
Hey, what's good, boy? What's good, man?
Was really good. You must have heard me talk about Dallas, and you came here with your little uniform on, huh?
Hey, look, it's a beautiful time to be a Mavs fan. I told people to buy in last year, and I hope they ain't think I wouldn't go come back on this motherfucker and talk my shit. I'm sorry. Let me excuse that, but I hope people ain't think I wouldn't be back because it's Mavs fan for life. So yeah, let's talk free agency.
Man, we is. So right now I'm just going through the updates, man. So I started with the champions first. I talked about Boston, they new contracts, the sale for the team. I didn't do a lot of elaboration. I'm just hitting on it because I know we're gonna go back and really chop it up. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
giving the updates. I talked about the Mavs, of course, because they was in the finals, and Klay going over there, and the starting lineup a little bit, and we'll get into that in a second. Now I'm just going rundown, right? Of who got what. And I mentioned Paul George getting his money. Klay got 3 years, $50 million. James Harden went back to the Clippers for 2 years, $70 million. Contavious Caldwell Pope back to the Magic for 3 years, $22 million. The Thunder, and this is where I was at when you just came in. Who in a ratchet mind said Isaiah Hartenstein was worth $30 million a year? Hold on. Who does this? Sam Presti giving away money.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of contracts that is null and void, or like you would be like, why is they getting this much money? But unless you're on a vet minimum, like you will get a ridiculous contract. Like that's how Tobias Harris got paid, and a lot of people get paid ridiculous. That's how Tim Hardaway Jr. got paid. So like, if I like who is a center? And I know you might say Chet, but Chet is not a center.
Chet is a power forward. They got
He's a power forward.
Jalen Williams cat over there, and they drafted a cat. But listen, Isaiah Hartenstein for $30 million a year. There's nothing in this world you or anybody can do that can make me believe that Isaiah Hartenstein is worth more money a year than Evan Mobley or Scotty Barnes. You made that up.
No. Scotty Barnes got paid. Scotty Barnes got paid. He got it at 50.
Okay then. So, but
But
Scotty
Evan
Barnes
Mobley,
got a little over 30 million a year though. Okay, wait. Let me back this up.
because they plan on giving him a supermax. They plan on giving Scotty a supermax.
How much did they give Bam Adebayo?
After his first deal?
No, he just got a deal.
Ain't he on 100 million?
He got like what 4 years, 166 or some like that.
Yeah, he got a 100 million contract.
Bruh, never in the history in Oradom did shit Isaiah Hartenstein see a contract near $30 million a year.
Put like this. Did you think Timothy Mozgov, when he got paid that 80 million 5 years from the Lakers, do you think he was worth that?
No, but you know why he got paid. Wait, hold on. You do know. Wait. This is a great. I'm so glad you asked this question.
It happens.
Everybody wants to know. Hold on. Everybody wants to know why Timothy Mozgov and Matthew Dellavedova got paid. Do you know why they got paid?
Bruh.
No.
Oh.
They got no. You're saying they got paid because of Bron because he's their boys. That's not why they got paid because he's their boys. They got paid because LeBron figured out how to use them as great weapons against his best opponents. Mm-hmm. So the only way for them to get them out of them is to overpay them. And you know how I'm not lying? Because them niggas got paid and got put on the bench.
I know.
Both of them.
I know.
So that was just some old hate on Cleveland type shit. They didn't need them. They just knew we figured out how to use them.
Yeah, no, like you break up good team. So the fact that the Celtics are able to stay together for some part, like at some point the money go come in. At some point they ain't gonna be able to pay everybody. So like I don't see that sustaining because like I already seen KP got 2 years left. I'm just interested like how you gonna have $200-300 million contracts and then still want to give extensions. Like the luxury tax is about to start working out some type of way. That's why that's there, and we just go see. Like, you know what I mean? I love what they did. That's the only team I feel like should have stayed put and keep their core together.
Who?
The Celtics.
Boston.
You might well keep it. Yeah, you might well keep it together and run it back. See what can happen. But I do have a question because, like, I had the question yesterday before the thing got done today, and it's like, Cleveland, what are you doing?
Oh wait, hold on. Pause.
Yeah, I got you.
We doing updates right now. Because I can't wait to start busting ass on that topic. I'm about to bust everybody ass with that stupid ass question they keep asking, pissing me the fuck off. Hold on. Excuse my French. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at DeeTrynt or at Industry Sports. If you missed the live recordings, catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Today, we talking NBA offseason updates, contracts, moves, everything. I'm up here with my boy CDK, long-term Mavs fan. What's really good, homie?
Oh yeah, I'm loving the summer, man. It's the best summer to ever be a Mavs fan. Like, we ain't never seen no summer like this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bacon hot and you can sled ride down my wrist, neck and head when it comes to coke. I can make a snowman shit. Playing. All right, so listen. Back to the updates, right? Isaiah Hartenstein, 3 years, $87.6 million. We go to the Thunder. Warriors waive Chris Paul, who then signs a 1 year, $11 million deal to go with the Spurs. I think him signing to the Spurs tells me that Stephon Castle, the guy they drafted number 4, is playing the 2 guard, and Devin Vassell is playing the 3. And Keldon Johnson is either coming off the bench or getting shipped off because they have Malachi Branham and they have Blake Wesley, and I need to see how that's going to work. It was probably a great day for Jeremy Shoshine because they didn't get another big. So that means he must have did something to impress. But we'll go back to
He nice.
it depends, but we'll get back to that in a second. Tobias Harris going back to Detroit on a 2-year, $52 million deal. I actually kind of like this for him because 1, Detroit needs a 4, and 2, they need a veteran, and 3, I like K. I like the addition of Ron Holland, and I like Amen Thompson. I think the addition of Tobias Harris allows Cade Cunningham to play the point freely because now you can really start Ron Holland at the 2 and make Amon play the 3, which is his natural position in my opinion. And then you can allow Isaiah Stewart, if he doesn't walk, or Jalen Duran, who they really just drafted last year, to actually fill that role at center. And you really have a complete young team as far as the core. And you can just kind of move from there. Jonas Valanciunas takes a 3-year deal to go to the Wizards. Now, I kind of like this one as well. Valanciunas is a guy who has upped his game. He's a guy who I think wants to showcase that he could be a dominant center when given enough touches. I think Washington is a place with the addition of Sarr and having guys like Kuzma and Poole on the wings. I feel like having a guy like Valanciunas, a good veteran down there, helps them a lot. And it helped with the development of Sarr. I really want to see what they do at the point guard. You got Johnny Davis down there. They just drafted Bud Carrington. We don't really see how it works out down there, right? Derrick Jones Jr. gets a what do you get, a 3-year, like $30 million contract? Yeah, like 33 or something.
With the Clippers.
Cool. Derrick Jones Jr. You know what? I don't have an opinion right now, but he goes to the Clippers. Kevin Love is in Miami. He goes back on a 2-year, $8 million deal. Let's go with some more. Mo Wagner. Hold on. Let's not do it from here. Hold on. Let's not do it.
I'm about to say Kevin Love did resign.
Hey, hold on.
Kevin Love must have did that today because when I checked yesterday, like he was still on the block. Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on, cuz. Hold on. You don't got to. You can just get some help. No, I don't have to. I want to.
Oh yeah, so yeah. This is the first time I feel like the Mavs, you know, even though I ain't get asked about this, I'm gonna just talk about it. I feel like this is the first time we won free agency. As a long-time Mavs fan, like we usually don't get our targets, but we got one. You know what I mean? And we go continuously get them. And that's what happens when you have the best player in the world. And a lot of people are like, y'all don't got the best player in the world. Well, clearly everybody wants to come to Dallas right now. Like, if you want to win a ring or you feel like, you know what I mean, you in the running for a ring, coming to Dallas. So like if you have a chip on your shoulder like Klay do, Klay want to stick to Golden State and he want to get a 5th ring elsewhere. Kyrie, I want to win a ring without LeBron. Let's do it in Dallas. So like, Dallas is a destination spot. Like I said, we've been the culture. That's why like every hip hop artist always talk about this. I've been talking about this. You know, I've been a hip hop artist. It's just Dallas is different. The way they play basketball, the culture. Mark Cuban was the owner. The way he sold the team, he's still gonna be at the games. The new owners, we like it. They about to bring a casino down there. Look, this is a great time to be a Mavs fan. Look, if you don't buy in now, we can't do what we did last year. But y'all wait till we make it to the finals, and everybody want to jump on our bandwagon. Cause I'm gonna tell you, we don't want y'all. Y'all some extra weight. You know what I mean? Y'all wasn't real. We sense that. We only want the real people to really soak this in. So you got to buy in before the season start, because we still got some money to play with. And I don't think people really understand that. We still got some money to play with.
Hold on, wait. Time out.
I was just killing time till you got back.
Hold on, time
I was
out.
killing time till you got back. I
That
was just killing time.
was funny. No, wait. No, that was hilarious. No, hold on, wait. It took me a minute to realize what was going on. Wait, no, that was funny. Hold on. We don't need y'all. You feel me? Don't jump on the bandwagon now. You know what I'm saying? Now just stay over there. Now we cool.
Hey, look, stay where y'all at. You know what I mean? So many people change their names. It's like, oh, we Cavaliers or
No, that's
Laker
true.
Mavs. Like, know what I mean? Like, no, we don't need none of that. Know what I mean? Either you a Mavs fan or you're not, man. Don't change our name to fit y'all opinion.
Yeah, so y'all can feel comfortable about y'all bandwagon and this.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I was just calling for you.
No, you good? No, keep going. You good? It was just when I caught on to what was being said, I was cracking up, and then I didn't realize I was on camera still. So I looked up and just see me laughing and shit. Like, man, that's fucking hilarious, bro.
No, I mean, it's true. It's just like a lot of people right now. If you don't like the Mavs, it's because of me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very aggy with it. And I mean, you can tell.
Narcissistic to think that you the only reason people not like it. That's crazy. All these Mavs fans.
It's real out here because it's Cleveland fans, and I've been saying before 2016. I was saying in 2003 that Dallas is better than Cleveland. So
but
like when LeBron,
but they're not. But they're not.
Oh,
but they're not.
I mean,
we ain't got to that part of the show yet, so don't speedball.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But no, I'm just saying like I've been on this statement, and just because y'all got LeBron.
Oh my God!
Matter of fact, I shared something in my story, and like a lot of people don't want to hear it from me. So when you hear it from Gilbert Arenas and everybody on his podcast, they say the Cavs is a joke as an organization, and it's true, and it's because the way that they did Imani Bates. They was like, why did Imani Bates not get minutes last year? They was like, that organization is a joke. That's literally what they said. It wasn't me, but it's like I feel like that. But I think maybe people got to hear from somebody else. Like, because if it comes from me, people think I'm hating. It's like, no, I watched the game, and what is this? This is bad basketball. I see it, but that's a different. That's a different subject. But like, I got the video. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna get your opinion on it because it's definitely interesting. Like. Because they was basically saying who go get more minutes, Bronny or Imani Bates this year, and they like, well, clearly Bronny go get more minutes, and the Cavs have a organization problem. Like I said that last year when they got Max Strus, like y'all should have kept Seti. Like Seti and Max Strus is the same player, but Seti practiced with LeBron. I seen tapes of him practicing with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I don't see Max Strus doing that. So just on who you training with, like y'all should have kept Seti and Lamar Stevenson. I was salty like when y'all gave up both of those for Max Strus and Niang. Like that was gonna give a different outlook on the season.
Man, you still over here talking smack? I missed the whole rant.
Yeah, I still got something for them.
I still got something for them. What's up, Stone? So look, let me tell you. All right, so look, y'all. Let's get it popping, right? Hold on, let's get the updates. Where we at? Hold on. Who I just say? Did I say something about Mo Wagner? What would that think? That's where I was at.
No, you was just starting with Mo.
Okay. So
you just got done with Kevin Love.
Hold on, let me go. I just had this already pulled up. I hate when it's already be changing my stuff. All right. Oh, before I get to that, UConn great, full-time All-Star, Charlotte Hornet legend, Kemba Walker retired from the NBA today. All right. Shout out to Kemba. I don't like how the end of his career went. I do not like how I felt like they played with his name. And I felt like he was a victim of being associated with Michael Jordan, which is another conversation for another day. But shout out to Kemba. Enjoy your retirement, bro. You had one of the craziest offensive games I ever seen for a short guy. You get short
Mm-hmm.
guys like me hope. The way you can break a person down, get to the rim, finish with either hand, mid-range jumper, off the dribble, step back, and still be able to facilitate. You won a national championship. I think you won two. If I want to, shout out to Kemba, man. Basketball legend. You know what I'm saying? New York product. Shout out to Kemba, man.
Yeah, he put up 38 on a 10-day contract with us when he was trying to like bring his career back. So I fuck with him too. But I fuck with him since UConn, March Madness. He's been a dog, one of my favorite point guards, especially when it comes to college basketball. And he well deserved retirement, my guy.
Well, bro, not everybody want to call my phone and do all this craziness. No, when I was just having the whole beginning of the day free, you feel me? And I was just getting prepared to get to this point. No, don't be trying to bug me now.
That's
I'm gonna
how I
stop
do,
talking
man.
shit because I'm only just responding. Okay. All right. So let's go with updates right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do he keep getting contracts? Orlando Magic and forward Jonathan Isaac just agreed to a 5-year, $84 million contract. If he can get $84 million, Isaac Okoro better get a fire contract. Fuck what they talk about. I don't care what nobody talk about. Jonathan Isaac don't even play.
You want the Cavs to give him a contract?
Who?
Okoro.
Man, we didn't I say they ain't that part of the show yet?
Oh yeah,
Ain't
okay.
no part of the show yet. We
My bad.
gonna get to have this whole conversation about that. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? So Orlando bringing back Jonathan Isaac on a 5-year, $84 million deal. They just passing out money. Xavier Tillman and the Boston Celtics reach a deal on a 2-year deal. Mo Wagner goes back to Orlando on a 2-year, $22 million deal. We just talked about Kemba Walker. James Wiseman drafted number 2 overall by the Golden State Warriors just to be moved to Detroit, just to be lead Detroit, and now he is headed to the Pacers. So we're talking about a Pacer team that has Tyrese Halliburton, who they just read up, Pascal Siakam, who they just read up, Benedict Mathurin, who will be coming back off of injury, and you add James Wiseman, because I'm pretty sure Miles Turner is getting moved. So that is I like that. Shout out to Wiseman. The Cleveland Cavaliers have re-signed star guard Donovan Spider Mitchell to a 3-year, $150 million deal. Max contract right now. It includes a player option for 27-28, which would allow Donovan Mitchell to again renegotiate and push for what could be around a $380 million contract over 5 years. I like Spider. I have no problem with Cleveland paying Spider $50 million a year because he is the best performer team right now. So I have no problem with that. Mo Bamba. Ba-bamba-ba-ba-ba. He is headed to the Clippers on a 1-year deal. He just spent the end of last season with Philly. Gary Harris has agreed to go a 2-year, $14 million deal to stay with the Orlando Magic. We talked about Klay. Goga Bidazi goes back on a 3-year, $25 million deal to stay with the Orlando Magic. We talked about Jason Tatum and his 5-year, $314 million deal. DeAnthony Melton, guard, gets a 1-year, $12.8 million deal from the Golden State Warriors. Laurier Marketing could become a prime trade target for teams who missed out on Mikal Bridges. We'll get to that. LeBron James is going to sign when he gets ready. Nicholas Batum is on a 2-year, $9.6 million contract to go back to the Clippers. I don't know why somebody keeps signing him. Who's next? Hold on. We gonna get to my comments in a second because I know y'all like, bro, he don't like nobody. No, I just don't like that certain players who don't really never do shit and always been overrated for their performance in certain phases of their career can be put over guys who is literally putting in a work every day. It's weird, man. Anyway, we talked about Derek White. DeLon Wright gets a 1-year, $3.3 million deal to go to the Milwaukee Bucks. Minnesota Timberwolves have re-signed center Luka Garza to a 2-year deal. Drew Eubanks, who made his name last year with the Portland Trailblazers, got a 2-year, $10 million deal to go to Utah. Justin Minaya, I don't even know who he is returning back to the Portland Trailblazers on a 2-way contract. We talked about Tobias. We talked about Isaiah. Jalen Smith, drafted by the Phoenix Suns, then traded to Indiana. Now and he is taking a 3-year, $27 million deal to be the center for the Chicago Bulls. I like this signing. We'll talk about the Bulls in a second anyway. The Thunder, this is another, they just passing out money. It's the shit I be talking about. And you want to argue with me about what Isaac Okoro can get. And you got people like Isaiah fucking Joe and Aaron fucking Williams getting 4 years, $48 million, and 5 years, $57 million. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, Oklahoma's passing out money. They clearly like these young guys and the way they play on. They rotating off their star players. So you know, hey, they're there. That's what's going on, right? Tyrese Maxey got his money after averaging 26 points a game last year and making an All-Star. He is getting a 5-year, $204 million deal. Paul George gets a 4-year, $212 deal to go play with him in Philly. Philly also brings back Kelly Oubre on a 2-year, $16 million deal. Derrick Jones, who we talked about, got a 3-year. Oh, I was right. He got a 3-year, $30 million deal. All right. Najee Marshall gets a 3-year, $27 million deal to go to Dallas.
Yeah, we like that.
I don't know who he is, but I guess he deserved his money. Okay. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. That's your team. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he come from the Pelicans. You know what I mean? That's Zion's team. That's a team in our division, a team that we play 4 times out the year. Okay. And we like his talent. Like, it's certain people that ball against us, and we like that guy. So, like, Daniel Gafford was one of those guys with Washington. Anytime he played us, he put up 20 and 20, just like Jared Allen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when Jared Allen played the Mavs, he's putting up 20 and 20. So it's happening.
You play in my hometown all the time, then I get this performing out you all the time. Okay.
No, I mean, I feel you, and it's like, you know, if we can get that out you, if we can get what you brought, like, if you bring that, what is it, 82 games? You bring that 41 games, we love it. If you bring that just for the home games, we know how people play on the road, but if you bring that for the home games, we love that. So that tenacity, and he's a 3-and-D type guy, and I feel like you'll be able to see his talent, and he'd be showcased in Dallas. So, like, people don't know him yet, but you'll get to know him this year.
All right, we gonna see. Because, I don't know how he helps them on the championship level, but, you know, people say the same thing about Isaac Okoro, so I understand. Like, you know, you get it, right? Yes, I keep throwing Isaac's name out there because I'm getting pissed off. I fuck with Isaac, and I fuck with the Cavs, and I fuck with Kobe Altman heavy. So I'm really pissed off, lightweight, about how a lot of people reacting. It's not just people outside the fan base, it's people within the fan base too. And no offense when I say this though, but this shit tells me a lot of people don't know shit about basketball and X and O's. They only know about copycat and bandwagon and doing what they seen somebody else do. They don't know how to actually manipulate the game and the plays and all the shit and how that goes. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold up. Hold on. I mean, yeah, you keep talking, bro. I'm about to go on mute. Go ahead.
Yeah, go on mute. And believe it or not, that's why I say, and a lot of people will tell you, I'm one of the biggest Mavs fans Because I look at it from a basketball perspective. Like a lot of people be like, "Oh, this person needs to go. This person needs to go." I look at how the team is built, the chemistry, and how they rocking and rolling. Like I watch every press conference. I look at the demeanor of the team. I could tell certain things like what's going on with the team. Like I literally like follow every press conference. I'm in the locker room. Ain't no report coming out that I don't know about. So I know when it's like some cheesy stuff. Like last year, they tried to say Stephen Curry was on lean. Like it was a lot of bad reporting coming out from Dallas. Like if you want Dallas news about the Mavs, holla at your boy because I get all the content and I'm gonna let you know what's going on with the team. And right now, my dude said, "Hey, if y'all lose the finals, y'all still talking dynasty? We talking dynasty. Like we about to add another piece. We still got some money to spend. We not broke, and we looking at people with mid-level contracts. We go talk about that hopefully, and I'm gonna tell you the person that I want to join the team. And once I say that, it would be okay. This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Like,
Okay.
and we gonna talk about what's left in the actual free agency moves that was made and how I feel about them.
For sure.
I like some. But I don't like all.
We talked about.
And like I do want to discuss the Cavs.
We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss the Cavs. Oh, make no mistake about this shit. We're discussing that. So if Jonas Valanciunas gets a 3-year deal, 3-year, $30 million deal to go play with Washington, as I discussed before. Mason Plumlee, a 1-year deal to go back to Phoenix. It was either him or his brother. One of them played over there already. We discussed Chris Paul. Who else we got?
That's pretty much it. That's
right? That's about it, right? We discussed about everybody, right?
Yeah, so let's
Okay. So I don't even need no notes for this. Oh, this shit is all freestyle. Oh, hold on. Let me get back on camera. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live recordings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the InDaStreetzSportz channel. Like, subscribe, share. When you get in there, look for DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk. Do the same with that. Today, we doing NBA updates. I'm with my boy CDK. What's really good?
That was good, baby. We in here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't know, CDK, like every time we get on here, it's a fire set. So I love getting first off.
Good looking, man.
For sure, bro. He is a diehard Mavs fan. He gonna defend his team. He gonna ride with his team, and I love it because I'm the same way about these Cavs. Now, since I mentioned these Cavs, we heard about all these teams that's been made free agency moves, right? Paul George went here. Oh, and the Mavs did that, and they did that. But people keep forgetting that we already have 4 all-star players and 2 raw bench players before y'all did all that. Why people talking shit? Okay. The problem with the Cavs wasn't never the personnel. It was the personnel usage. That boils down to the coach. He is no longer here. We now have Kenny Atkinson, who was just coaching under Ty Lue, who was just coaching under Steve Kerr, who coached under Mike D'Antoni, who coached over a few other cats. Okay, a guy who preaches pace and space, shooting the 3, getting layups, being on the rebounds, and using your defense to basically be able to make easy offense, right? Setting up plays early, right? Hold on.
When does that happen though? Like
hold
because
up.
go ahead. You said hold on. I was just covering you was
I
just
know
covering
you
while
good.
you.
You good. I know you good. But hold on. Because I don't want you to answer a thought yet that'll segue everything, right? All right. And listen, the link is in the chat. All right. Everybody want to talk these Cavs, what they did do, what they didn't do. You feel me? I ain't bring my charger out here. I was gonna start a space and let that rock too. All right. But anyway, so the Cavs have Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, and Allen. Let me tell you what the Cavs have that very few teams have. You have two legitimate scoring and playmaking guards. Two guys who can legitimately average, 20 and 10, 25 and 7. You pick one, right? But I can say this backcourt could easily give me 50 and 20. This is my backcourt. Not many teams can say that. And they average an age of 25. Because Garland's 20? Well, he is 24. Mitchell's like 27. What are we talking about? Okay, so we have two bigs who actually play defense who are athletic and fast. Who else in the NBA can say they got that? Nobody. That's why they want to break it up so bad. Because don't nobody else got that. And guess what? Mobley 22. Jarrett Allen 25. You build teams for longevity, right? Okay, so that's just your starting four, right? We didn't say 5. That's your starting 4. You got 2 natural game-changing players off the bench, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Matt Strus and Karis LeVert. There's nothing wrong with them two being your 2 wings off the bench. A lot of teams wish they had a wing that's 6'6", that could lead guard, handle, playmaker, score off the bounce, and another one who can get it off the screen, play nitty-gritty, and still guard positions bigger than him. He don't got to be locked down, but he can do it. Right? Okay. Yeah. That's just 6 players. A lot of teams ain't even got 6 good players. Let's be very clear.
That's true.
So I don't understand. So then we talk about the Cavaliers, and we talk about teams having youth, right? You got to have talented youth, right? I believe Craig Porter Jr. is a talented youth. I believe Imani Bates is a talented youth. I think Isaiah Mobley is a talented youth. Hell, what else we got down there? Tristan came in. He ain't young, though, but he helped us out, right? Marquise Morris came in. He helped us out. He was all right. He helped us out, right? Then
I have no idea.
You don't know, right? You got Damon Jones, right? So my whole thing is, though, even if people want to say the Cavs need players, what do they need? Because everybody else talk about what they need, and when I'm telling you exactly what they need, it's 2 different things. Because you know what I know, how I'm right, by the players they chose to draft and sign in undrafted free agency, legitimizes my statement. But let me hear what your feedback is thus far.
My feedback would be this. From the outside looking in, of course, because I stay here and I watch basketball, and I happen to have to watch the Cavs play when friends come over. So I do watch a lot of Cavs games, and I seen them live a lot of times. I be at the games. So when you say that you do have 2 people that can get you 50 points in the backcourt, 30, 20 back there, I do agree. But the question that I have is, do they play together? Because there's a lot of times where they don't play together, and it's like, I'm about to go for mine. Like, literally, when I watch the finals, I'm like, every time Donovan Mitchell get the ball, he going coast to coast. Like, if he grab the rebound, if he get the ball off the first thing, he not even looking for the team at all. And it's the same thing with Garland. And it's like, y'all the point guards. And it's like, for me, because I'm a Mavs fan, and I grew up watching point guards like Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Luka, you have to have an assist. And that's why, I didn't like Kyrie. I don't like Steph Curry. I don't like a point guard that's going to give you 30 points per game and give you 2 assists per game. Like, you're supposed to facilitate the offense. Like, I know analytics, and I know if it works, it works. But at the same time, like I prefer somebody that's gonna give me 10 assists and 20 points. So like I mess with the John Stocktons, and I know Scott Styles, phenomenal point guard. Like he actually has the assist for most assists in a game. Like I think as a point guard, that should be something that you achieve to break. And I don't know, y'all have a backcourt, but do y'all have a point guard? Somebody that's gonna facilitate the offense and get people in the game. So when you talk about Atkinson with the space and the pace, a problem that I have with the Cavs offense is Mobley taking threes. Mobley need to go down on that block and get physical so he can hit the weights and know that he has to put more mass on. At least. Because Mobley ain't grown muscle-wise since he been in the league. How long he been in the league? 2 years? And, like, we're waiting on Mobley to take a leap. Like, we know he could be that. His rookie year, he was a candidate for Rookie of the Year. But what leap has he taken since then? Like, he should be practicing with Myles Garrett or doing a box jump, something. Like, when you got a defensive player, like, he should be striving to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's that talented. We all know he's that talented. But is he really working towards that? Now, when we really look at the situation, I could take it back to last year. The Cavs need a small forward. Like, I know you rave about Isaac Curry. He's a 3-and-D guy.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Don't speed the conversation yet. We ain't got there yet.
No. You brought up these players. You brought up Okoro. You brought up Max Strus. And like I said, like my problem with Max Strus signing last year was the players that you gave up to get Max Strus. So you gave up Seti and you gave up Stevenson to get Max Strus, who to me is the same player as Seti. If you really like develop it.
Disrespect.
Because I look at it like this, like in the off season, Seti training with LeBron. Seti training with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. He training with other NBA stars. I've never seen no basketball highlights of Max Strus in the open gym training with the greats.
And also, in direct response to your Chetty Osman statement and assessment, Chetty don't perform when he's called upon. Chetty don't got no killer instinct. Chetty seemed like a deer in the headlights when it's time to shine. Chetty had a chance to be either the starting small forward or the sixth man, and he fucking failed. Max Strus came in here in one season, gave us the outside shooting we was looking for, and arguably won several games from us in the last moments on his shooting, something Chetty never done. And if he did, it was wearing every fucking twin in 8 years he was here.
No Chetty slander allowed.
Ain't no
John,
slander. Proof. I slander when you talking the truth. Tell me when I'm lying. I love Chetty, but
I'm gonna have to look at some highlights. I just think
what Max Strus did.
But I still think y'all gave up a dog in Stevenson or Stevens in Lamar.
So the problem, that's a JB Bickerstaff failure. What I keep trying to tell people is that
that's front office.
The players do not create the system; they play in it. The coach's job is to create the system that allows every player to play at their strength. JB Bickerstaff did everything, but he could not come up with an offensive strategy. His offensive IQ sucked. And that was his only hindrance. And to me, that's only because he's only been a head coach like 9 years. That's little time compared to all these other coaches we're talking about. So he needed time, but we don't have the time that he needs. Not that we don't have the time to develop. We don't have the time that's going to take him. It's going to take JB another 5 or 6 seasons before he figure it out. We don't have 5 or 6 seasons to waste for him to figure it out. That's the issue. It's not a bad thing. It's not you know what I'm saying? You know how you be in a relationship and it just don't work? Like, damn, baby girl, you fun. We be kicking it and shit, but we ain't really elevating. It ain't really taking off to the next level when we try to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I feel that 100%.
So
because
go ahead.
My question is, how did you guys get better this offseason?
Okay, so the key word for the Cavs is development. It's not. People keep talking about, oh, the Cavs need to sign. Okay, let's talk about what the Cavs need. Their starting 5, you're right. They need a small forward. But what type of small forward? They need a point forward. The Cavs need a tall wing that can facilitate, play make off the dribble. So that way, Garland and Spider can start off the game as scorers because they play better and play make better for others when they can get their shot off. And because Mitchell is a killer in the mid range and Garland kills from the outside, even though Garland can shoot from everywhere, but he kills from the outside when he gets his stuff going. Now when you do that, now in a motion offense, I can either kick it to Spider for the 2-point shot, or he gonna make his move, or I can give it to Garland for the 3, or he gonna make his move. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, as far as what they need, they have, as I say, LeVert and Strus off the bench right now, right? And that's great because both of them can come in and play the 2 or 3. You feel what I'm saying? And that way, that works well when you want to stagger one of your guards with one of your centers, right, or one of your bigs. That works well because you got somebody that you get. If I play Strus with Garland and Mobley, then I can play LeVert with Mitchell and Allen. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of teams can't do that, so that's something fire. What they are missing is a big man that can rebound off the bench. They need a power forward who can rebound off the bench. Somebody who can get more possessions. Even if he don't play a lot of great D, the fact that he can get more possessions serves the Cavs well because you have a lot of other talented guys around him where everything else he can learn. So,
Can I ask a small question?
Go ahead.
So, when you say, I don't know, like I just look at Chicago is having a fire sale right now. The Cavs don't think Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan could help.
Do you think the Cavs could trade for Zach LaVine without giving up the core 4?
Yeah.
I don't believe
Chicago is offering Zach LaVine and the first round pick. They trying to just get rid of him.
Then you got to take on the contract. So then if we take his contract, how do we play Mobley? You made that up. Exactly.
Is Mobley contract up next year?
Mobley contract up right now for negotiation.
He got the player. They got the team option. He on a rookie contract. They got the team option.
He still got 2 more years. But why the fuck would you wait? That makes no fucking sense.
It's what mode are y'all in? Is y'all championship or bust? I don't think that's the case.
No, we in championship mode. It ain't, but it can't be championship or bust with a bunch of under 25-year-olds. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, no, it's
championship. It's championship goal, but it's not championship or bust because this team can't get better.
Y'all gotta retain him over Allen. Like honestly, like Allen is going
on his deal though.
Yeah, they gonna end up trading that dude.
No, all right. All right, hold on. Before we start trying to veer off. Anyway, so with that being said, with them, right? People say, okay, well, who can play that small 4? Okay, so this is where development comes in, right? Because they drafted this guy, Jalen Tyson, right? If you look at his tapes, he's a point forward, right? He can facilitate from the three. I'm not saying he's going to start, but we've seen rookies unexpectedly come in and be way better than they were projected to be, especially when they come into a team with a system and they know their role. I think you got, Isaiah little brother. I mean, Isaiah older brother. I mean, Evan's older brother, Isaiah, right? I think he has a great skill set, but I think he could be a great rebounder if he pushes himself to it and he could fill that role. People get on Isaac Okoro, right? What is the knock on Isaac Okoro for real? He doesn't have an offensive game off the dribble. That's it. That's it, though. It's so many other aspects to basketball.
No. It's you have to look at the small forward position in totality, bro. So like I look at it, right? Oh wait, time out. Hear me out, right?
Okay.
If he's in the starting position before LeBron got old, it'd be the matchup would be LeBron versus Isaac Okoro. If he's only giving you 10 points, what is he doing with LeBron when he's giving you a 40 piece? So you also got to think about KD, who plays the small forward. You also got to think about Giannis, who plays the small forward. Giannis is still there. So it's like, if y'all in the playoffs, what is Isaac Okoro doing with Giannis? Honestly.
Well, it's hard to answer that question when the coach that he's been under doesn't know how to teach offense. You're asking for a 20-year-old to come in the game knowing what the fuck he's doing. When Isaac Okoro got drafted, he was 19. Right now, Isaac Okoro is like 23. What the fuck are we talking about, y'all? Like, let's be very serious about this. What are we talking about? JBK. So Isaac Okoro's offense was never going to develop under him.
It's never going to develop.
That's a lie.
You think it's going to develop? You think it's going to develop?
Yes, because he has an offensive game. It's just you don't know that when the strategy don't allow you to showcase it. You don't know that. And we've seen this with a lot of players before. So we're not going to act like it's not real.
I don't see it from him.
But he could be that three. He could be that guy because his set jump then got better. He finishes in transition. He plays good perimeter defense. He plays good one-on-one.
Yeah, but him shooting anything behind the arc is a.
He can get to the rim. He can finish with either hand.
Yeah, he can get to the rim.
They don't do a lot. But that's a part of his offensive game that don't even get exploited. The people don't even know that. That's what I'm saying. That's a simple part. You can actually exploit him cutting the lanes and getting off back screens and shit, but they don't even use that.
Because most teams are already like shading that, and they want him to take a jumper.
But you know why? Because
we gonna let him.
Because Mobley has to be the number one. Now we're getting to the Mobley conversation. Mobley, for whether people want to believe it or not, has Tim Duncan-like potential. And he has a better handle than Tim Duncan does, even though nobody has the footwork Tim Duncan does. But Mobley has a chance because his footwork is phenomenal for a fucking 22-year-old. It's great. So Atkinson in his presser talked a lot about running the offense through Mobley. And I've been screaming this for a long time. I love Donovan. But Donovan is not the number one option on a championship team. He's a great number two. But for this team to be the championship team, Mobley has to take the step. And it's hard for me to ask a player to take the step if he's getting 6 shots a game. That's a coaching error.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting over there with y'all. I don't know, man. I don't see how y'all upgraded. I think y'all just did the same thing. Like I said, that's kind of like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Man, I don't see how it's the same thing.
Y'all grabbed nobody except for the guy in the draft.
Me too. Listen, just think about this, right? The Cavs was injured going into the last 2 playoff runs. And basically underperformed.
Not that the only team that they played that you could say had legitimate overpowering was the Boston Celtics, who eventually won the championship. Other than that, every other team the Cavs should have beat. But why they didn't beat them? Because they had no offensive identity. When you have no identity, what do you lean on when you're tired? What do you lean on when you can't think? What does your muscle memory tell you? If you don't have that in place, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no evolution. So I don't see how the Cavs got worser when every team needed to get better to fuck with them as an underachiever. They're winning 50 games a season underachieving. That's mind-blowing.
So you don't think Philly got better?
Philly got 3 players. They need a whole roster. You need 15. Talk to me.
No, they just had a hurt MVP.
Man, talk to me when Philly get 15 players. Because right now they 3 players against my 6. I'm taking my 6.
Ooh,
I'm so sorry.
Ooh, I like that. That's risky talk right there.
Not risky. That's real rap.
Like I said, I like it.
Listen, you not about to tell me on a best scoring nights that Maxey, George, and B is going to outscore Spider, Garland, LeVert, Strus, and Mobley. You made that shit up.
I like it. I like it. Like I see you all as a 6th seed in the East.
Right now, Cleveland the 2.
Ooh, you Cavs fans, buddy. You said a 2 seed.
I'm being realistic, man. I'm being realistic, bro. I don't know.
You said
they 2. Who does? Okay, if you gonna go back to Milwaukee, who does Milwaukee have? Okay, they got Damian Giannis, and then what? Don't say Chris Middleton. Don't even put him in the conversation.
I don't know, man.
I like Portis though. I
think it's gonna be interesting. Everybody healthy. I think it's gonna be interesting. Like I would wish everybody to be healthy. Like, you know what I mean, all our teams was hurt, so we can't see. Like, I think Indiana gonna have some smoke. Like, it's gonna be interesting. Like, I'm gonna be curious to see what the Knicks do.
So,
like, honestly, like I know it's gonna be interesting to see it because, like, who is their big man? But it's still gonna be interesting to see.
Why are they trying to keep Julius Randle? This is what I don't understand.
They've been trying to trade him for like years. The last 3 years, Julius Randle been on the trade block, and we've been trying to get him to come back home to Dallas because he's from Dallas. But for some reason, we can't ever get shit done.
He would have fit with y'all though. He would have fit with PJ Washington.
We was trying to get him and Miles Turner for like the last 3 years, and they just won't budge. And it's like, nigga, come home. A player of your caliber before we draft, but now we drafted Lively, and bro, the way when you talk about development, like, we just curious to see what Derek Lively go do next year. We know what everybody go do, but the unknown is Derek Lively, like, because like you seen it in the finals, niggas shooting threes. I seen it in the practice, and I'm wondering when he gonna do it in the game, but. Yeah, no, just how he develops is gonna be so instrumental because, like I said, like as a Mavs fan, he's the best rookie I ever seen. Like, he was better than Luka. Like, Luka rookie year, he had a lot of turnovers.
Who was better than Luka?
Derek Lively. He's the best rookie ever for Mavs history, like, to me. And I know Jason Kidd won Rookie Year of the Year. I know Luka won Rookie of the Year, but just giving you everything that he had, like, Derek Lively is probably like my favorite rookie ever that I've seen in the Mavs jersey.
Saying he's your favorite rookie and saying he's the best rookie they ever had is 2 totally different statements.
It's
and until Derek Lively actually shows me
some dog, like some I can take over a game potential, I'm definitely not putting him in the same breath as Jason Kidd. I ain't gonna even get to Luka. You're not even getting the same breath as Jason Kidd.
I think if he had to,
Respectful, man.
I would have rested Luka a couple games. Like, we don't know what he truly capable of because he's been limited. Like you said, it's about development.
Who been limited?
He been in a limited role, and we about to give him more of a green light and an unleash him more. So, like you said, development. I think he gonna do what we expect Evan Mobley to do and really just develop. Like, oh, I have a serious role. And that's what I said. Like,
they jealous of the Cavs, man. They really.
No, you said Mobley's footwork. You said Mobley's footwork. When he get the ball at the 3-point line, he's pulling it. He's not putting the ball on the ground and going to the basket. Like,
that's because that's.
It seemed like he's scared.
The thing about me, right, in sports is I took the time out to learn every role for every position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's every sport that I ever put time into. I learned what the base core of your role is, so I can understand when you have variations in your game that either leans you towards, a position before you, position after you, or gives you just the skill sets of a different position, even though you built as a certain position, right? And Evan Mobley is a unicorn. And why is he a unicorn? Because as a 7-footer, he can score on 3 levels and he can defend on 3 levels. And there's not a lot of people who can do that, let alone a lot of 7-footers. On top of that, even at 22 years old, he is one of the faster players in the league, let alone faster bigs. All right? Those things that are rare, you exploit. So, yesterday I really sat down and listened to the Kenny Atkinson video. And for those that didn't see it, make sure you go on YouTube, pull up the introduction press conference between Kobe Altman, which is Kobe Altman is now the president of operations. The GM is now Mike Gansey, and the head coach is now Kenny Atkinson. Gansey, I don't really recall seeing Gansey in this interview. I mean, in this presser. I remember hearing him talk, but I don't know if it was the same video. And that's just going off my memory right now. But it was things that stood out that I liked. One of the first things that stood out to me was he said, playing in Golden State, we ran a lot of Looney and Draymond, who are 2 non-shooting bigs. And we had a lot of success with them. You did. Y'all won a championship. I will argue that talent-wise, Evan Mobley is a better defender than Draymond. He doesn't have the IQ Draymond has. Not many people in the world have the fucking IQ Draymond has on defense. You know what I'm saying? Just to put that out there. Like, Draymond is a guru on defense. As far as IQ, team, strategy, leadership-wise, I believe Evan can get there. But on a talent base wise, he got him beat. If you're going to tell me that Kevon Looney is a better talent, a better big man, a better body-built big man than Jared Allen, I'm going to debate you on that. I will give you, Looney has won multiple championships, has been on a championship team, and has able to adjust to his role. I'll give you that all day. And Looney could shoot.
Like when you digest it and you process it.
You know what I'm saying?
The GM is speaking from the offensive side. Even though like they're out there on defense, he's speaking from an offensive side. Like, we're running our offense through Draymond. And like you said, his IQ is stellar on defense, but his IQ on offense is also just as stellar. So when he was saying we running it through Draymond, he's literally saying we're giving Draymond the ball in the point forward position. Now, I don't think, because I see Mobley when he gets the ball at the top of the arc, he does not have the playmaking ability. When you say the footwork, I've never seen him put the ball on the ground, make a move, back down, do a dream shake, and put the ball up. I don't see that. Like, I see him take the shot after thinking about it. Like, oh, I'm out here. I don't see nobody moving. Let me just take the shot. So, like, it's just.
You don't
I
think
don't
he
think he
has
has
a good passing ability? Is that what you're saying?
I haven't seen it.
Evan
Like, I want to see
Mobley.
what he do with the blitz.
Yeah. Evan Mobley could pull the Jokic. He really could.
Like, if he was smooth, he'd be like Wembanyama. And I'm not getting them vibes.
Bro. So
You getting them vibes?
I feel like at some point them going to be the best two big men in the league.
I hope so.
I do feel like that. I feel like Wembanyama is the taller version of KG, and Evan Mobley is the thinner version of Tim Duncan. That's what I think.
Like, I like Wembanyama because him and Derek Lively was drafted at the same time. And the Spurs are in our division. We play them 4 times out of the year. And I like the D Lively versus Wembanyama matchup every day. Like you said, every day of the week, I like that matchup. I like my young guy versus their young guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Type shit.
We seen the battles, and we know we won that. And Derek Lively literally. Okay, so like Wembanyama and Chet was rookies this year, and in the season and when they played each other, Derek Lively had better games. That's what I said. Like, I got this. It's like damn near he circled the games on the schedule. Like, oh, I gotta go to war with these guys, and he brought it doubles like 38. Like I could pull up the stats lightweight for their first game, and yeah, I like it. Like it's gonna be Dirk Tim Duncan for me, and that was a great rivalry.
Okay. All right. I'm sitting here thinking about assemblies. Okay. All right. Now that I got my adrenaline calmed down, I'm going to give Philly a credit for they did just add Drummond. They did bring back Kelly Oubre.
They bugged up.
You know what I'm saying? So and then they drafted Jared McClain. So, you know, as a starting 5, if you're gonna start, you know, Maxey, Oubre, George, and then Drummond and MB, that's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy. That's crazy.
They like that loaded up. Like,
but
okay.
But they don't got. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, but they don't got no bench. But that is crazy though. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get into DeJounte Murray gets traded from the Atlanta Hawks to the Pelicans for Larry Nance Jr., Dyson Daniels, and a couple of first-round unprotected picks. Aren't the Pelicans in your division? Is that one of your
Yes.
picks?
Yeah, they in my division.
So right now, until they actually trade Brandon Ingram, they're running with DeJounte, McCullough, Ingram, Zion. And they just signed a center, right? Oh, they drafted Yaviz Missy, right? They still got Trey, what was it, Trey Burks? Is that his name? And they lost Najee Marshall, but they got the other guy, Herb Jones. Jones.
Honestly, New Orleans is a joke, and it's because of Zion. That franchise, for some reason, is always cursed. Like they have like 2 or 3 good years every once in a while.
You know what it's for, right?
Huh?
You know what it's for, right?
Yeah, but
you know what they curse came from, right?
What?
You don't know?
No, what?
That's the Chris Paul curse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like because my dude used to tell me about Anthony Davis, and I'm like, well, Anthony Davis always get hurt, like, because we used to go back and forth. He like the Pelicans is my favorite team. I'm like, well, AD go get hurt, they go trade him, and he was a friend with DeMarcus Cousins. I'm like, well, it's not gonna work out, even though they did make the playoffs. I'm like, it's not gonna work out. Like, just wait on it. Like, but they're like pretty much the worst team on my division. Like, I know the Spurs had a bad, but like if you look back since 2000, like the Spurs has won the most games in the NBA since 2000. And if you seen they run, and actually the Mavs is number 2 in that, and the Rockets is like, but like the Rockets, I feel like gonna be better than them. The Rockets is scary because they're so young and so athletic.
No, you did. Okay, first off,
They scary.
I respect your opinion. Okay, because that is your opinion, and I should not be reacting like that to an opinion.
You don't like the Rockets?
See how you got to that. No. Don't do that. Asking me, do I like the Rockets? And saying that the Rockets could be scary is 2 totally different statements. Okay? We were talking about the Pelicans. I'm going to need you to evaluate the Pelicans for the personnel that they have and not for the history that you want to apply because they are a division rival.
It's going to be on Zion. It's how much is he eating?
Dante, McCullough, Ingram, Zion, Jones, Burke. That's they top 6, right? You saying they ain't shit? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the Rockets would be better. I'm saying they would be bottom of division.
How is the Rockets going to be better? I'm trying to figure this out.
Because they got the young, athletic defenders and they play so aggressive. Like, I understand what Dylan Brooks was doing when he was poking the bear with LeBron. Because, like, we had to see them. And, like, literally our seeding, like, came down to the games that we played versus the Rockets. And the Rockets ain't going nowhere. What's the young guy name that got Drea pregnant? Yeah. He nice. Like, and it was like basically they was like the write-offs, and people like made so much fun of them, and like they play with a chip on their shoulder. That's like, I feel like they bring the grit that like Memphis supposed to bring. Like Dylan Brooks was part of that. It's just like I said, like we never know what Zion had at. Like between his diet and his habit for having sex. We just don't know if he's fully committed to basketball.
Plus games last year. What are we talking about?
He played 70 plus games, but was he?
He's 82 games in the season. He played 70. You got to start somewhere.
I feel like he like AD, man.
Man, that's wild.
I feel like he lucky he got a shoe deal.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know. Like
everybody on your team, right? Except for Kyrie.
He's not the threat that people make him out to be. Like we watching him. Like,
every player on your team.
How many 30-point games has he had?
Yeah, a lot of them bitches in his short career.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to Google that because Zion is literally better than every player on your team.
Nah, I can't give you that, bro. Not at all. Not at all.
If Luka had to see Zion for a 7-game series, Luka would not get off.
What?
Yeah,
we beat them every time.
Down defender, bro. This is the part that people forget. Zion to me is Charles Barkley / Larry Johnson. That is who he is. Okay, he's 6'6", nice size weight, nice build, but he athletic as any guard. His basketball IQ is out of pocket for his age. Okay, his ability to be patient and read the game is amazing for his age. His only kryptonite is what weight he should play at for what position he should play. In my opinion, Zion and Brandon Ingram don't work because they play the same position. Zion is a 3. If you put Zion at the 3, he's unguardable. He's unguardable. He's going to get you double-digit rebounds because no small forward can box him out. He's going to get rebounds on the long rebounds, and then he can lead the break. He can facilitate. You want him to work on his jumper off the dribble and getting his jump shot form together. I think Zion playing at the weight of 250 is ideal for him. 6'6", 250 is ideal for him. 250, 255, because he's not going to lose his strength. He's going to be strong regardless, but it's going to take some of that weight off his knees and shit and allow him to enjoy his athleticism more and his wind. Because it's not like he gets winded a lot. It's just you heavy. Anybody will get fucking winded you that fucking heavy. But last year he played like 270.
And see, this is what I'm saying, right? Because I just looked at the division, and this is the reason why I can say like they're probably going to finish last. Is because looking at my division, I look at it like everybody has to get better. So a team that's also in my division, who had a suspended player last year, is the Memphis Grizzlies. So do I think the Pelicans are better than Ja Morant playing the whole year? No. And they just got Zach Edey? No. So I look at the Mavs. I look at the Mavs is gonna be there. Like, so CP3 is gonna bring so much continuity to the Spurs. And Victor Wembanyama won't have a problem getting the ball. That was a problem last year. Him getting the ball from Jeremy Sohan and the rest of his teammates.
What do you expect a 39-year-old Chris Paul to do?
I think he's just gonna put him in the pick and roll. He's not gonna do much. He's just gonna put him in the pick and roll.
I think Chris Paul could average 15 assists a game this year. I'll give you that.
Honestly,
I give you that.
I think it's gonna be a lot of times where he might start the game and leave the game in the first 3 minutes and come back in the second quarter and run the second unit. I think they're gonna try to develop a young guy and have Chris Paul.
Stephon
and have Chris Paul mentor that.
Yeah,
and really let him run the show. Yeah. Let him run the show, and like Chris Paul would be in the Chris Paul probably wouldn't even be in the game in the final 2 minutes because his defense is gonna be a liability. So like they just go disguise him, and that's what they go.
So it's gonna be a game by game situation. It's Greg Popovich. We already know. It's all about matchup and situation. If he feel like Chris Paul got some in the final 2 minutes, he gonna play him. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about Greg Popovich. We ain't talking about no run-of-the-mill coach. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a cat who know what he doing. So I'm in agreement with what you saying, but I just will leave a caveat of, Greg gonna use him where he see fit best.
Yeah, and out of all the teams, out of there, we fear the Rockets the most because of their tenacity and what they bring on the defensive side. Because it's like if they force the miss, they running. So they so young, and the way that they run, it's hard to get back. It is hard to get back. Like if you miss that shot, and them boys get that rebound, they so athletic and long. I think everybody 6'8" and up.
You talking about for the Rockets?
Yeah.
My problem with the Rockets is okay. So the Rockets, talent-wise, are in a good place. If I'm the GM for the Rockets, I'm building a team around Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, and Alvis Sengun.
Yeah, Whitmore is a problem.
I like Ahmed Thompson too, and I like Jabari Smith Jr. The problem is they're starters. They're all starters. Unless Jalen Green is going to take it upon himself to be a point guard that will allow you to play. I don't like Dylan Brooks. I don't even know. I don't fucking like him. He's not even. I don't like him. Anyway.
I don't like him either. Honestly, I don't like the whole Rockets as a profile.
I don't like Dylan Brooks because he ain't nothing but Matt fucking Barnes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
His NBA comp is Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
And I might slash it with Trevor Ariza. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't, and it's hard to give him Ariza because Ariza was an actual dog. Like Trevor Ariza actually was an animal. He actually was fire. Matt Barnes was cool. No knock on Barnes, but he as an NBA talent, he was cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I put him and Dylan Brooks in the same category. Yeah, we're gonna take Ariza all the way off. It's just him and him. But anyway, as far so I feel like they need to figure that out. You know, having Van Fleet and Dylan Brooks over there and bring in was that Jeff Green I think they had or for 1 year. It helped them put some veterans in the locker room and that helped a lot. I never thought Van Fleet was worth $40 million a year, but to Houston, he definitely was. I do not have a problem with him getting that money from Houston. Be very clear. I like Fred Van Fleet game. I like him as a 6-man though. I don't know if he's a starter because he's more valuable being able to play freely than restricting him to have to facilitate for the whole team. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at DeeTrynt or at InDaStreetzSportz. If you miss the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the InDaStreetzSportz channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. When you get in there, check out Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Do the same there. Sitting up here with CDK. We talking NBA updates going around the league, talking about some of the moves, some of the rosters. We were just talking about his specific division with the Mavs, Pelicans, Spurs, and Rockets, and how he. So with the Rockets in the mind, I ain't really, I ain't necessarily down on the Rockets. They just don't know who they want to build around. And until they figure that out, they lightweight got a lot of people careers on standstill. And I'm never an advocate for a organization hindering the potential and the growth of any player.
I think they're waiting on the right situation. So like I think they're in a good situation because they have the cap space. Like they're linked to Kevin Durant rumors. You know what I mean? So like
okay, wait. Do you think if they get Kevin Durant, they win now? Ready?
It depends what they give up. Yes, it depends what it depends what KD want to do, honestly.
Like right, so we hearing this I don't take this as a no. So I don't know why KD would go there. That makes no sense. If you gonna get go get Zach LaVine makes sense.
Where you think KD should go?
KD shouldn't go nowhere. Bitch, sit your weak ass in motherfucking Phoenix.
Nah, they say he trying to get up out of there.
You said he trying to get up out of there. Deal over there, and you got motherfucking what you call over there. If you ain't gonna listen, the problem with Phoenix. Let's talk about Phoenix. All right.
Let's talk about him.
The problem with Phoenix is they need a point guard and a center. It makes no sense to say you need role players and then you want your superstars to play the positions or have the responsibilities that you need the role players for. Bill, Booker, and KD need to start with somebody who is responsible for getting them the best looks on offense all the time. Then they need a center who makes sure they don't have to have a lot of focus on rebounding and block shots. Tone Jones, welcome up, my brother. How are you today?
What's up?
What's
What's
good,
with
Brody?
it?
Speaking up as a diehard Rapid brand. Speaking up as a diehard.
Wait. Turn your volume down on your phone a little bit.
I've been rocking.
You breaking
He
up,
said he a
homie.
diehard.
Yeah, you
He said
breaking
he a
up.
diehard Mavs fan. He said he a diehard Mavs fan.
Oh, he a Mavs fan. Okay.
he not. He talking shit. He's actually a Warriors fan.
Well, look, Tom. When you gotta get somewhere where you stable with the. Okay, there you go. You back?
Would you say?
He sound like he riding.
Can you hear?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Turn
I
the
said, yeah, I'm
volume down
speaking
on
as a
your phone.
diehard Rapid fan.
Oh, he breaking up again.
You gotta get
Yeah, you gotta
somewhere
get stationary.
stable. Yeah, you gotta get somewhere stable, Tom. You keep trying to come up while you riding, bro. It's gonna break up real bad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get somewhere stable, and then we can rock out. Yeah.
He said he a
So,
diehard Mavs fan. He lying.
so, okay, Phoenix. Yeah. So they need a big man that's going to allow the star players to not have to worry about extra possessions and defending the rim. Booker,
Mhm.
Beal, and Durant are naturally going to play good team defense, but they
Yeah.
need to have a facilitator on offense and an anchor on defense. Those are the two positions that they need to fill. Whatever other skill sets they need, as long as your point guard can play some defense and your center can at least finish at the rim, that's all you need. Everything else they can grow. You know what I'm saying? It's about when you're building a team, okay? The goal is to make sure your star players, your role players, allow your star players to be the best version of themselves because you believe them being the best version of themselves allows you to compete at the highest levels. Okay?
Mhm.
Making Bradley Beal play the point guard takes away from his scoring ability, which takes away from his threat on the defense. It's the same thing with
Mhm.
Booker. It's the same thing with Durant. So why would you have them do it? The only reason Durant can play the four legitimately and not have to worry about certain things is because Booker can play the three so well. It's hard to argue. And Bill can play the two even better. So right now, they don't know how to build a team issue.
Yeah, it's culture. It's
I
a
ain't gonna
culture
say
thing.
culture because I don't think they got one. Well, okay, so I guess culture is right.
Yeah, they don't have an identity. Like they don't have a culture, a winning culture, and that's what we feel like we have in Dallas. Like we feel like it's oh yeah, like we see is a beautiful side over the mountain now. You know what I mean? Like we feel like we about to be the rich and just get richer. We feel like we in that 1% tax bracket. Okay, we have one of the best teams, and when it comes to them, it's just like you said. Like they don't have. I don't think they have the real players. Like I don't know what they did with Royce O'Neal. I don't know if he came back, but like they don't have the players to fill in. Like I don't know. Like they might fight for the play in again, but
I don't know who
I
else
don't
in
know.
that.
Like
Is that the Laker Clipper Warrior division with the Suns?
I would want to say. Let me look at it.
Ain't they all the same? Lakers, Clippers, Warriors. Let's talk about that,
Let me.
right? Speaking
Mhm.
on that, well, I like the combination of those three. I just don't like the way they're being built around, and I'm mad that them three don't know that to say something. We gonna say the Lakers for last on this rotation because this probably gonna get
Oh man,
said about the Lakers.
I got something to say.
Let's talk about the Warriors. They lose Klay. Draymond is whatever. I guess, are we ushering in the Kuminga, Moses, Moody era? Is it Kuminga's team now?
No.
How not?
They about to tank and rebuild. I see it being a year or two, but they're definitely about to tank this year. Tell Steph, don't even worry about this year. This is what Western Conference teams do. Like when you know you don't got it, you just about to retool.
Man,
So like
they better trade Steph Curry.
No, they ain't about to do that. They about to keep them and tell them like, hold up, we about to build around you. Like we gave up Klay to get the money, and we about to get assets to build around you and put a younger team around you, so you don't have to work as hard.
They fucked that up already. They had
like they ain't about to do nothing this year. With like
they had Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and James Wiseman. That's all they had to do. I've been screaming, and Hooley can attest to this, bruh. I've been screaming for 3 or 4 seasons now, bruh. They need to start Moody. They need to start Steph with Moody, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Wiseman, and make Draymond, Klay, and Looney the 3 off the bench. And then tell Steph, you got to start working on your facilitating more. And that way, when the bench niggas come in, then you can get on your shooter shit. But nobody wanted to hear that shit. Oh, man, why would you pay 25 niggas $25 million to come off the bench? Bitch, because they got 4 rings already. And them niggas still getting paid. Fuck is you talking about? What they mad for? Them niggas still gonna see crunch time minutes. Them niggas ain't got to play too crazy hard until they get to the playoffs. The young niggas get developed. Like, what are we talking about? This is how it's supposed to work. Now they think they can do that? No, bro. You got rid of Klay. You re-signed Draymond and got rid of Klay. That was the ultimate smack in the face. That just told them you scared of Draymond. Trade Steph. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Steph Curry should be traded. They should get what they can get for him and let him go somewhere else.
Where he go?
I said him.
I heard that was nice.
I said Orlando. I say Orlando.
I don't know. I think they have a nice guard. I like Cole Anthony a lot.
Cole,
you don't?
Cole a scorer though. He a bench player. He ain't no starter.
I think it's still development.
I agree.
How long he been in the league? He ain't been in the league.
I think he been in like 5 years. Like he got listen, he could score. If you want to make him the starting 2, you could get that off because he can score. I don't think he's a orchestrator of an offense.
We've yet to see that. I think he has been, but he didn't have the pieces. Like when did he get Mo Wagner and Pablo Baquero?
Orlando left and came back. He's been over there for the past 2 or 3 years.
So 2 or 3 years.
Wagner,
and then he just got Baquero. Ain't nobody know he was that nice. Ain't nobody know he that nice. Now Baquero takes 2. Unless you got Mobley on a great day or a good day, Baquero gonna take 2 people to stop him. Like he's shown that. Like so, like I think it's interesting. Like you say, it's about the scoring or facilitating. Like he can get to the hole for real. So like even Mo Wagner, like or France Wagner, whoever it is, they got some German over there, Wagner, and like he's lightweight showing like he could be a mini Sabonis depending on the role. Like you was talking about, it just depends on the role for the player on the team. So like the way I watch it, I look at it like, what are the people supposed to do on the floor? That's what it's like. Well, I don't know about her girl, but it's just I don't know. Like it's kind of disappointing to not even see the Cavs linked to anybody. Like it's kind of the reason why I'm not a fan. Like they was linked to nobody, and it's
Man,
like I was surprised about it. I was just surprised about the Mitchell. Like kind of shocked me, but it's like okay, that's a no brainer. But it's like, well, y'all don't want nobody.
right.
Y'all don't
Listen,
want nobody.
first off, it's not about not wanting nobody. You gotta come. Listen, what everybody has to understand is the small forward that comes to play is not the number one option. Okay.
No, you're not gonna be.
Okay,
You're not gonna be.
but most of the small forwards niggas want to play small forward, going to want to be the number one option. This is a problem. There's only one basketball. People don't want to play their role. They want to do everything but play the role that they asked to play. Play your role. Garland is a point guard who can stretch the floor and facilitate off the bounce. He has to grow as a orchestrator of a offense fluently, but he can do it. And he has the potential to do it at a high level with the proper development. Spider Mitchell is a scoring machine. He can do it on 3 levels, 3-4 different ways on every level, and still do it off the bounce at different levels. All right. The problem is he ain't but so tall. But him and Garland's game complement each other because they don't conflict. Garland wants to get up jumpers to get his game going. Mitchell wants to score. He don't give a fuck if it's a 3, if it's a dunk, if it's a 2-pointer, if it's a floater in the lane. Mitchell wants to score the rock. And once he feel like he comfortable, his facilitator game get better because now he has the defense running at him, which is what he wants, so he can show off his passing. Garland wants to be able to get his jump shot going to make defenders run at him. So when he do his pump fake and get in the middle of the lane, you can see how he can set up so many of everybody else from his penetration. Those two type of guards complement each other's games because they don't conflict. I understand that they're not that big, but you got 2 7-footers down there. And Mobley could arguably be one of the best players in the league. He can be. So with that being said, right, and then you got Allen, right? Let's talk about Allen, right? You talk about Allen. Allen, I love Allen. But until he justifies this $20 million a year, right? And for me, his justification is what everybody talk about Mobley should do. No, bro. Mobley should learn how to be a number one option. That is part of his development. Allen needs to learn how to be defensive player of the year. Period, point blank. You're not even in the discussions. That is a problem because you have the talent to be in the discussions.
Can I ask a question about him?
Yeah.
How hurt were you that he did not suit up versus Celtics?
Bro, he had a broken rib. Bitch, you better not have suited up. That wasn't gonna be Boston. The fuck is you suiting up for? Let's be fucking serious. It's called next man up for a reason. It's next man up. It's next man up. The nigga can't breathe. He can't fucking breathe.
Some people, I listen to talk radio, and some people said he should have played, and they seen him practicing, and he wasn't like grimacing or nothing. I don't know. I just had to ask you. You know, you the true fan, so like I'm just outside looking in. I just wanted to know.
Okay, bet. You gotta listen. You got a fucked up rib, right? And you gotta go down there and bang with Al Horford at 40 years old. How that's gonna work out for you? What about what about a 22-year-old Jason Tatum when he come on the hole and he see that you limping and he want to come to? What about Jaylen Brown? I mean, I mean,
I'm just saying word from the streets. I know this in the streets sports, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying word from the streets. Some people feel like he should have took a shot. What is that? Cerebral, whatever the shot is. They feel like he should have got injected and helped out the situation. I don't know. That's just word on the street from what I heard. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm biased to
so
my team. I don't know, so I had to ask you, and I'm happy that you set the record straight for me.
CDK, you know, I appreciate you bringing the info back. You know what I'm saying? You know, the reviews said by the host and his guests do not reflect the thoughts of the state. Okay? Let me say that. Okay? The reviews, thoughts, and content said or produced by the host and his fellow colleagues do not reflect the thoughts of the station and his ownership and all those other people involved. Okay? DeeTrynt's response to the streets is the streets are stupid. That's it.
That is true.
Y'all dumb. And y'all bandwagon. And let's identify the elephant in the room. The identity that is best associated with Cleveland is not one that has produced a championship, so they don't like it. Okay. LeBron was an anomaly in Cleveland because we don't always get dominant fours like that. Right? But historically, we've always had 2 scoring guards and 2 men. This historically. So, with that being said, even in those teams, right? If they'd have had a nice wing, they'd have been straight. Cleveland right now has people that can try out for the positions. I want to see what Amani does at playing that 3. I want to see what Jalen Tyson can do at that 3. I want to see what Isaac Okoro can do at that 3. I do not want to see Karis LeVert or Matt Strus in the starting lineup for no reason whatsoever on God's green earth. I don't care who goes down. I don't care if is injured. I do not want to see them niggas start for no reason. They are 6th and 7th man off the bench. All I need to do is to find me a rebounding big man who wants to play dirty. Period.
No, I feel you. And I want a dirty player too. So like we still got a little bit of money left. And it's a player that I want that I feel like would complete this team. I don't know how like some people would feel about it, but like I said, I love this if they do it, and I think they just might do it. I think I need the Mavs to go get Pat Beverly and add him to the team.
I thought you wanted to win a championship.
I do. We do need another guard off the bench who can just push the ball up and give our point guards a breather. And at the same time, like we still need somebody who don't get mind getting kicked out the game. But it's like we got the money to waste. I think if Pat Beverly know that he playing for a championship, you go get a different type Pat Beverly. But at the same time, you go still it's gonna be Draymond Green pretty much at the guard position.
You're not about to like me. You're not.
You don't like. So you have to look. You have to look at the players.
Let me give you an honest assessment of your team right now. Okay.
Okay.
Signing Klay Thompson was great because it enables Luka to be Luka. The problem is with the addition of Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, and PJ Washington no longer fit on your team. Derek Lively is a great start. To have Luka, Klay, and Lively is wonderful because Lively can play off the pick and roll. He can give you pick and pop. He has that talent. But he also has the ability to win one-on-one defense and make a score.
Mhm.
Because of how Luka plays, that is a great compliment to Luka. Derek Lively just don't weigh enough yet for the type of physical pounding Luka gonna put his ass through for the way Luka play. Mark Cuban has already let it be known that they're going to play the way Luka wants to play. Okay, fine.
Mhm.
Adding Klay Thompson was very, very smart in that regard. All right, hold on. We might be on it might be that time. Yeah. So Klay Thompson. So now with those three, like, okay, that's fire. But Luka don't like to play his real position. And he don't want to play small forward like he's supposed to. He want to play point guard. Because he wants to play point guard. Oh yeah, did y'all trade Tim Hardaway Jr.? Didn't he just get traded?
Yep.
So we get traded to?
Basically, Detroit. Basically, we traded Tim Hardaway Jr. for Klay Thompson.
No, listen, and I don't knock that, but you should have. But I'm going to say this, you're not going to like it. But unless Kyrie and PJ Washington are willing to come off the bench, they're going to have to get moved, or this team will not see a Western Conference Finals for a minute.
Technically, the way that we play, Luka plays the first, like, they are starters. Kyrie leaves the game probably like at the 12-minute mark in the first quarter. So he plays the first 4
Only
minutes.
12
and he
minutes
goes
in
to
the
the
quarter.
bench. So like I'm saying, so like at the 10-minute mark, Kyrie is leaving the game. And I want you to check this out. He's leaving the game and he comes back in with the second unit at the last 3 minutes of the first quarter. So Luka gets a breather and they stagger the minutes. And they run the same offense. So there's no difference between Luka and Kyrie, and we showed that through the whole year. So he technically comes in and we just stagger the minutes. Like we just needed a catch and shoot person, consistent. And when it comes to development, and we have the charts and the meters, PJ Washington is changing his shooting stroke, so he could become more efficient. He know his role, and he's embracing his role. So it's like for us, it's all about the chemistry. Like we've been building this team for a year and a half. We haven't like literally since we got Kyrie, we tanked. We got Lively, we got Gafford, and PJ Washington 6 months ago. So now we got Klay Thompson. We go put it together this summer. Like, but it's still we have aspiring stars and budding stars. Like Hardy has been a Kyrie Irving project. With him and Sham God, Hardy might be in the conversation for 6 man in a year. We still have the bench, but it's just the stagger of the minutes. Like a lot of people don't know. That's why we still call Kyrie Mr. Fourth Quarter, because in the fourth quarter, Luka done did the damage the first 3 quarters. Kyrie is fresh as fuck, and he's just been reading the game and seeing how he can make his mark. So that's why, like, it's a lot of times where Kyrie will have 4 points in the first half, but that second half he's just doing work and doing damage, and Luka getting a breather. But to have the Klay Thompson is you can't send that blitz no more. To have Derek Lively going down on the screen, you can't send that blitz no more. You got to be honest now, and we gonna make you play the game of basketball, and we just gonna keep it very fundamental.
CDK, man, I'm just when we get to the trade deadline, I do not want to hear your frustration when I tell you I told you so. I do not want to hear your frustration when Kyrie is on the move or they talk about trading Kyrie because Luka doesn't want to adjust his gameplay to get the most out of the rest of his team.
That's not gonna happen.
All right.
like it's so funny. Like the reports, people thought Kyrie was gonna leave, and people say we should trade Kyrie. It's Mavs fans that say we should trade Luka or say that Cuban should sell the team, even though he did. Um, it's just wild, like those allegations. Like we like the tough road and figuring it out. Like we like being the underdog. Like we thrive in these moments. And like I said, like we have the Klay Thompson that got the chip on his shoulder, not the Klay Thompson that got the chip on his ring on his hands. We got one with they got the chip on his shoulders, and I don't think people know what we do with veterans when they come back. Like Vince Carter had a great bounce back with us.
Bro,
Like you said, is
I don't think
Amari Stoudemire,
listen, okay.
Sean Marion,
So
Tyson Chandler.
let me, and we about to end it on these notes, but let me just school you one time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The type of way Luka plays, right? He only needs 2 weapons to be virtually unguardable, and that's a shooter who you cannot leave open, and a big man you cannot let get to the rim. Because of those 2 factors, it keeps a help defender hesitant from coming over, which gives Luka more moves to be able to get past a one-on-one defense. And that's just for any type of jump shot or mid-range shot, float, or whatever the case, or even passing lane. And then by having that type of big man who's a threat to finish right there, that gives him even more room to operate between when he ever gets to his first shooting range, which is wherever front of 3, all the way to the cup. Because of those 2 factors, Luka could pull a James Harden every night, just off Klay and Lively alone. When a player gets that hot, who the fuck else is getting shots? PJ Washington still has to evolve. He is a much more dangerous weapon than he has been given credit for. And I fear this may hinder him. Kyrie just needs to be able to have the ball more. Maybe it works out with Kyrie. Maybe it works out with PJ too. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get to the halfway point and they're both on the trading block.
We try to score 140 a night.
You gotta defend the
man. We try to score 140 a night and make sure everybody get their touches. Like it's I know it's only one basketball, but we can make sure everybody get their touches.
In all fairness, the Mavs really lost that series because Luka can't play defense.
And like you said, he was hurt. Like we was decoying him on offense. Like as great as he was on offense.
Matter that listen, don't deflect. Look. Don't detour.
It's not a deflect.
Luka
it's not a deflect.
Is a cone on defense. And because
guess what? We got Klay Thompson. We got Klay Thompson to teach him how to play defense like Steph Curry. Let's talk about it.
No, we
gonna get Luka the Steph Curry defense. Is Steph Curry the greatest defender that you've seen? No.
That you even think that Steph is a liable defender on any level for any reason is out of pocket. But
how many rings he got?
That don't mean you a defender because you got the rings. You was just on the team.
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he learned how to disguise himself.
What's your final thoughts? What's your final thoughts, man? Let's go ahead and.
You ain't talking about the Lakers, but my final thoughts is we gonna be right back. We're gonna be right back.
We're gonna be right back, bro.
It's a beautiful time to be a Mavs fan. I feel like right now, if you're watching this, buy in now because I don't want to hear it at the trade deadline, like he said. Hey, I'm about to bet with Vegas now, like, because I just want to see what the title odds is. And I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. So this year, I'm gonna win some money off the Mavs Vegas style.
The Mavs
What's your
might.
thought on that?
What's the? You know what? We're gonna say that for the next time, because to in response to you didn't talk about the Lakers is because you know what? Everybody else talking about the Lakers right now, and I'm just not a bandwagon person. So
I feel you.
I don't really care to talk about nothing LA. Not the Clippers, not the Lakers, not the Angels, the Orioles. Not. I don't want to talk about the Sparks. I don't want to talk about nothing. Nothing. I will say though, I like what the Kings are doing. I like what the Kings are doing, and
They scary.
I don't see how you think the Mavs are going to finish any higher than fifth when literally every team ahead of y'all has gotten better. With the
We'll
exception
see.
of the Nuggets.
We'll see. We'll be a top 4 team. We realized like we didn't have home court advantage. We want home court advantage. It's things that we circle as a team and things that we achieve for to let us know that we're getting better every year to achieve our ultimate goal. Because, like I'm telling people, it's gonna be dynasty. We're not talking about one ring. We talk about multiples. And as a Mavs fan, I've never heard that my whole time of being a fan. So I'm buying in. We talk about doing the 3-4 rings in the next 4 or 5 years.
You know what? Hopefully, one of those will actually be a Cavs Mavs finals, and we can really go ham.
Ooh, I would love that. It's
Really,
gonna take about 5 years to get there, so I can see it.
man. As always, bro, it was a pleasure rocking with you on these NBA sports talks, man. Let a fire you bring to the show. I'm glad you speak your mind, and we can have these back and forths. It's really a pleasure, my guy.
Oh yeah, man. We'll talk summer league, man, because I actually do want to see development of Monty Bates. I do want to see Bronny. Like we can have these conversations when summer league starts, which is probably be in like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'll be ready for you.
Oh, Bronny. This is why we cannot talk about the Lakers. Okay. Let me put a definite response on my stance. I don't want to talk about nothing LA because people talk biasly. And when LeBron enters the conversation, I feel like people talk with their jealousy than their facts. When it comes to his son, I do not like it. And I will go on a whole hour rant about the shit I don't like. So because I don't have an hour to spend at this very moment, I don't even want to bring it up. Because then y'all gonna think I'm a Lakers fan, and I'm really just standing on integrity. And that's really all this is about. It's just integrity as a person, as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Take your fandom out. Be realistic with your life for once. And then have a conversation about LeBron and the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? If people can't do that, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to waste my time and energy. So that's all.
No, like I said, I watch all the teams, and I have a perspective on all the teams that I watch, especially when they get sized up versus us. And we do have a rivalry many with the Lakers. So whether LeBron was there or not, I still make fun of the franchise. I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Like from a basketball perspective. So,
all right, man. Let us go, man, for Hooli get to cussing me out. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you miss the live stream, you can catch the replays on Google, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public, various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, subscribe, like, share, follow. When you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with DeeTrynt. You can do the same as well. If you would like to contact us directly, you want to try about having your own sports show, you want sports writing, you want to get some type of visibility, you want to be able to hone your skills, you know what I'm saying? Market your craft. You have businesses, you want to advertisement, promotion, marketing, anything like that. Need some, digital availability to be able to push your resources. Hit us up at InDaStreetzSportz@gmail.com or DeeTrynt@gmail.com. Go to the InDaStreetzSportz.com website. You catch the latest articles, updates, about what's going on around us and what we know about, right? I've been up here with CDK today. Again, bro, it's been a pleasure as always.
You already know, brother.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be back for another spin on this because, they ain't even signed none of these contracts yet. They actually can't sign till Saturday. So somebody may pull the DeAndre Jordan. Who knows? Who knows?
That's why I was happy we did a sign and trade. Our ink drop. We got clutch. But yeah, no, we definitely ain't believe it. Like we already know, like that DeAndre Jordan shit was crazy shit. But nah, he ain't held hostage. He's a Maverick.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, man. It's a pleasure rocking with y'all, man. Y'all be easy. Enjoy your holidays. Please be safe. Love your people, man. And enjoy that time, man. Every time is precious. One.
Oh yeah, peace out, y'all.